Watch how yeah. So here he's making the movement clearly down and away from himself. Yeah? Okay, stand the other foot. Yeah? And the subtlety of that can become very, very subtle in the differences as to how the person initiates the movement. But here, it's like his leg is just a part of his pelvis. It's just like he's lifting his pelvis away and the other way. And we could guarantee that that's in the way that he walks, the way he throws, the way he comes to sitting to standing. And there would obviously be a difference if he stands on one foot, how free his head's going to be, and if he stands on the other foot, how free his head's going to be. Yeah, yeah. The way that I had a client come to me, and she wrote in her things, I want to know the difference between my better self and my less than good self. I was shocked, and I said, "Oh, that's very simple. Please stand on your foot and take a moment and just notice which foot do you prefer to stand on. Now, when you stand on this foot and your head is free, how would you call that? Oh, that's definitely my better self. And then, so now stand on the other foot. Oh, that's not my better self. Now, obviously, this thing that he's doing on the right side has its advantages. Lie on your stomach for a moment. Stand your right hand and turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the right. Bring your bring your left arm behind you. On the floor, on the table. Simple. That's right. Now, make your right hand stand like a push-up. Good. Now slowly begin to bring your right knee, slide it, turn it to the side, and bring it upward. So you watch how fast he flexes his whole self. Yeah, come back again. And just watch. Just bring your leg to the side. You can see that his pelvis just rolls across himself. Yeah? Which makes it very, very simple that as he makes this movement, that the ability for him to bring this together is absolutely, it's easy, isn't it? That's right. You can just watch. His spine just lengthens. You can watch that he makes the movement and there's no particular input from into his leg, into his pelvis, that it would power him upward. Yeah? There's no way if he was going to crawl, that if he had to crawl for his life and he had to crawl on that leg. Yeah. Now let's turn him to the other side. Yeah. Now let's watch to see the moment that he starts this. Does he make the same movement? Now let's watch. If he follows that movement right there, right there, that distance, and the way that this is lifted and the way that this leg is coming into here. If we watch him really carefully as he starts that movement, his head went backwards for a moment before he started to take it forward. That power in his back is going to make it very difficult, right there. Make it difficult for his head to go into the opening, isn't it? Yes? Because to do this, he would have to go way over there to come around, then his head comes. But his head's still going to be late coming. Yeah? So if he makes this movement, the way he made it, go ahead and make the movement. Right there. Now his head, You're overriding what now, would it be easier for you to lift your head or to take it underneath? That's right. That power there begins to invite that. Okay? And then he could crawl on that side. That side, if he had to crawl for his life, would he so if I put him like bring this underneath you. Bring this underneath your chest. That's right. Under your chest. That's good, beautiful. Now, bring your leg up. That's right. That's right. And think now of crawling that way. No, just the movement. Just the first movement. Watch what his leg does to crawl. Doesn't it do everything we've just been doing? Spiral into the joint, coming away from his knee, There's no way in the world that he crawls by doing this. Now watch his other side. There's nothing there. He did that all by moving his upper torso. Did you see any real power in his pelvis? Because he doesn't have the message into himself. Now he can crawl. Yeah? Sorry. Yeah. All right. Distinctions, yeah? Are you okay? All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe. All right. Change for a moment. Just, are you okay? Okay, good. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't create difficulty. Okay, well, please line back again. So that we can understand these. Now, how am I making this movement? I lifted my knees so that I'm going to come underneath her so that I can... How did this movement transpire? Yeah? That was very clever. She just... if I wasn't paying attention, I would fall on my ass. All right. Even these questions, if I'm going to lift this, I have to have something to come underneath me to come up and through me. Yeah? All right, so we're going to make something come up and through me, and we're going to take a moment and we're going to play with a very, very precise movement of finding her heel and to have her touch her heel, and I am touching under her foot so that her cuboid comes under the middle, the underlying arch, and I'm going to invite her to make a movement as clearly as I can from the heel to the head of the fourth metatarsal. What part of the fourth metatarsal? The inner part or the outer part? How specific is this? Look at the bottom of the fourth metatarsal. You'll see on the lateral part, you'll find a little prominence. That prominence is gold. Gold for stability. So I'm looking to help her to find this connection. And I have to be able to do this relative to what she can do. So I can find this connection right under her foot to connect and to roll from her heel to her fourth. As my hands go forward, what does my pelvis do? As my hands come back, you can see that this completely is generated by the way I organize my torso until I can help her to find this very clear. It's like I'm going to imprint this so that when I bring her to touch the ground, she's going to find that point of contact so clearly. So I've now given her, and then I'm going to, and I'm going to then, for a moment, reach under, and if you can imagine, even if you don't know it, how can I find the cuboid and lift it up and into her? So for a moment, I give her this other sense. Watch my hands. My hands come out of the way that my pelvis comes into her. And now I've made it so that her knee cannot go forward. I've given her a message. Now, for the moment, begin to roll your pelvis to the right. There she goes. Look what she found. Look what she found. Yeah? That's right. It's like she's lifting, spiraling, coming up and under, coming up and through herself. That's nice. Now, come and stand up for a moment. That's it. Step away. And come on to and bring your left foot forward a little bit. As soon as she touches, what does she do? There's something in her system that knows how to look at that. Look at that. Now, can you imagine everything? Every bone, her lower leg, her knee, her pelvis. Yeah? All right. We don't have very much time because I want to do something this afternoon for you to at least start to lift someone's head. But there's so many things I'd like to show, but at least really imprint for a moment. Don't let the foot go into the medial arch. Find for yourself how to imprint the heel to the fourth. If you need to, take a moment and sense your own fourth metatarsal and find that prominence that's on the lateral border of the fourth metatarsal. And so that when you come to stand, and if you think of going up on your tiptoes, and you find that fourth metatarsal, that lateral head, so that when you spiral off of it as you come up, because if you spiral into the inner part of the fourth metatarsal, you'll have a different weight. So again, the more specific you can be in the way that you find and understand these points, the greater clarity that you're going to be able to present to someone. Okay? Go play. Because that's where your foot's going to be when you practice. That's where my foot is when I'm giving lessons, is on that point.